5 things Mopar owners hate about other Mopar owners. So I gotta run in and grab a few drinks, go into a family for a barbecue. But number one thing, I think everyone agrees, and I don't know why this is still an issue, is for the love of God, get rid of the yellow bumper guards, everyone. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why we still are dealing with this, but get rid of them. They don't look good. They're not actually really protecting your car once you take them off. I've seen plenty of pictures of people taking them off that kept them on for too long. You can see that they just eventually damage your bumper. And it's just very, well, it's kind of a Honda thing to do, to be honest with you. Let me go run and get some drinks, and we'll go on to number 2. Alright, we got some drinks. So, number 2 for today's video is that the Mopar guys can't seem to handle these cars. We're crashing a lot, so let's talk about that. Number 2, for some odd reason, guys, you guys can't seem to do this very simple task right here, which is... Here comes the bike. So for some odd reason, these cars are getting away from people. So, and I'm not sure why. Well, make sure you get this bike going by me. Is he coming? Is he coming? Come on. Alright. He's a safe rider. That's good. Good for him. We got an 18-wheeler coming up. I'm actually going to get over and let him go. I have plenty of boys that ride. I'm not trying to put the guy in a, an awkward situation. So, I actually didn't gas it for him. I gassed it for you guys, but obviously he thinks otherwise. Number 2, for some odd reason you guys can't keep these cars on the road. I don't know what it is. Actually, I have concepts on why I think that might be the case. Number 1, from what I could see, I see a lot of people that never had performance vehicles get into not just a Scat Pack with 485 horsepower, but I've seen people get Hellcats and Red Eyes that have never actually driven any sort of performance vehicle. And that, especially if you're new to the game, it's a lot of power to have, particularly if you're turning your traction control off and you're obviously applying too much throttle and not counter steering properly. So, guys, if you're new to the game or new to the cars, respect the vehicle. What does that really mean? That means don't drive it like it's a normal car, because they're not. Let's move on to number 3. So number 3, everyone, which is, what I'm going to be talking about, sorry, radar. I'll be mentioning this quite a bit. I own a Mustang. I love Mustangs, but it does seem to me that the new, it seems like Mopars are turning into Mustang stereotypes. I don't really agree with any of these stereotypes, but there does seem to be quite a bit, and this is famous in the Mustang world, up badging. You guys need to knock this crap off. You really do. It's okay if it's 6-cylinder, it's okay if it's an RT, it's okay if it's Scat Pack. There's nothing wrong with any of these trim levels until you start throwing other badges on there. I don't know why you're doing it. I actually would like to know why. If you're doing it, comment below why you do it. Like, why would you put, particularly the Hellcat badges and Hellcat logos are thrown on all sorts of, usually 6-cylinders, so, which is a Mustang / Ricer thing to do, and like I said, I don't know why it's being done. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, guys. But comment below if you actually do it and there's a reason behind it. I would say knock it off. It's just no, don't do it. It's okay to have what you have. There's nothing wrong with that. So let's move on. Hold on. Alright, getting carried away. Let's move on to number 4. So number 4, which has more skilled drivers usually. Believe it or not, we're having issues with just reckless driving. In particular, street takeovers are becoming a big thing. And definitely a younger crowd. I'm getting older. I'm 36 now, so I have. I'm not trying to get in that type of trouble. But street takeovers seem to be a big problem we're having in this country. And usually, 9 out of 10 times when you're watching a street takeover, there is a Charger or Challenger somewhere
Caution, red
in that
light
mix.
ahead.
And honestly, I don't know why. So, that seems to be an issue. It just seems to be a lot of reckless driving. Now that, and a lot of this has to do with the fact,
location.
with the fact that these things are such mass-produced vehicles and they're selling so well. I believe I just read somewhere that the Challenger just outsold Mustang in Q2 of this year. And you have to keep in mind, the Challenger is just one vehicle that really is a Challenger and a Charger. So when you go to car meets, it is hard. I mean, there's a Charger right there, a Hellcat just went by. It's hard not to come across these cars. Well, it's hard not to go to a car meet or any type of car event and not have some sort of Charger, Challenger, and that doesn't even get into the Jeeps and the Durangos and all the other vehicles that show up. So, but that's another thing. I think there's, you know, as a Mopar owner, I think we really need to, and I did a whole video on street takeovers, and why are they such a bad thing? Well, honestly, it has a lot to do with the fact that even though it does seem to bring out some skilled drivers, eventually people are getting hurt, and it's just, it's an asshole thing to do, honestly. So let's move on. Number 5. Alright, everyone, I'm pulling up to my destination. I'm going to wrap up this video now. The last thing, which is a pretty easy, quick one, and I know I was just talking about like these cars are fast, and they are, but what comes with this territory of these cars getting so popular and being that they're mass-produced vehicles, we have a lot of egos developing. We have a lot of people that really think like they're RTs and they're Scat Packs. More so the RT guys and Scat Pack guys, and I have a Scat Pack. Really think these cars are just the end-all to be-all fast cars. I mean, I can't tell you countless times I see people just like, you know, running their mouths like I've never seen, and it's not like a good look for us. Like, you have a Scat Pack, it's not faster than a dual battery Tesla. I'm sorry, it's not. You know, you got to keep these things in mind. Like, they're fast until you go out and play with the big boys. You go to any track, you'll find fast Mopars, but your bolt-on car is not going to be king of the hill. It's just not. So that's sort of the 5th one I think that as a Mopar owner I find frustrating in other Mopar owners. But I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. Thank you for watching this quick video. If you like to subscribe, make sure you smash that subscribe button for more videos like this. Not only like this, I'll take a quick second to tell you guys that if you really want to know how these cars hold up, this Scat Pack of mine is just about to hit 140,000 miles. And I have a billion videos on everything you want to know, how these cars hold up and what it's like to own one. And before you know it, I'll be doing my 150,000 mile review video. So once again, guys, this type of content that I'm bringing you is really unparalleled. What I mean by that is there's other YouTubers that do it, that have them, that drive them, but usually they're onto another vehicle. You have like the Motor Trend and all that other stuff, and that's great, but I'm a real owner. I've owned this car since new, 0 miles. I'm going to be doing a video when I hit 150,000 miles. And I've had it for 5 years. So if you really want to know what these cars are like and what it's like to own one, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash that like button. Guys, I'm out. Have a fantastic 4th. Add any sort of fast car getting into a Scat Pack with 485 horsepower or a Hellcat or the Red Eye. So they're mass-produced vehicles that people that never really had are getting their hands on, and I'm not sure what they do, if they just literally pin the throttle down as they're turning onto a highway. I'm just not sure what you do, but these are rear-wheel drive vehicles with some decent power, if not a lot of power.
New text message from Tiffany Service. New text message from Tiffany Service.